You are not a human being having a spiritual experience. You are a spiritual being having a human experience. That is a quote from Pierre Teilhard de Chardin. When the body dies, the soul does not. This ancient understanding echoes across civilizations, mystic texts, and personal testimonies of those who have glimpsed beyond the veil. From the detailed roadmaps of the Tibetan Book of the Dead to the symbolic weighing of the heart in the Egyptian Book of the Dead and the radiant stillness of the Gospel of Mary Magdalene, each tradition, though different in form, tells a similar truth. You are returning home, and your ability to remember who you are determines how gracefully you travel. The dissolution of form. At death, the physical body begins to dissolve, but the awareness remains. According to the Tibetan Book of the Dead, this is the moment the soul enters the bardo, the in-between realm, a state between death and rebirth. Here, visions arise, some terrifying, some beautiful. These visions are reflections of your own mind. If you recognize them as such, you are free. If you fear them, you may be drawn back into the wheel of rebirth. Truth, what you carry in your consciousness, fear, guilt, peace, compassion, becomes the landscape of your transition. In NDEs, people often describe a sensation of floating above their body, followed by a tunnel, a light, a review of their life. The feeling most universally reported: unconditional love. Time stops. Words dissolve. There is only presence, knowing, and remembrance. The life review and the heart weighing. The Egyptian Book of the Dead describes the soul's encounter with Anubis and the weighing of the heart against the feather of Maat, goddess of truth. This is symbolic. Your heart is the record of your intentions and your awareness. In near-death accounts, many speak of a life review, but not as punishment. You feel your actions from the perspective of others. Every kindness echoes. Every moment of cruelty teaches. It is a chance to witness how your choices affected the web of life. The lesson: it was always about love. The role of consciousness and detachment. The Gospel of Mary Magdalene gives us a profound glimpse into the soul's ascension through realms of attachment. In this text, Mary describes how the soul must confront and release the powers of darkness, desire, ignorance, wrath, and false peace, all states of inner resistance. What liberates the soul? Non-attachment and inner knowledge. The remembrance that you are not the body, not even the mind. You are awareness itself. Mary's words speak of a return to the root, the origin. The soul answered, saying, I saw you. You did not see me nor recognize me. I served you as a garment, and you did not know me. This is the awakening moment, when the soul sees through illusion and recognizes its essence. Guidance in the in-between. The importance of inner preparation. Both the Tibetan and Egyptian traditions emphasize preparation during life. The Tibetan Book of the Dead is not just for the dead. It is read aloud to the dying, guiding them through fear, confusion, and illusion. It reminds the soul that every frightening image is a projection of its own mind. The soul that knows this can say, this is not real, this is illusion, I am free, I am light, I am going home. This is why meditation, self-inquiry, and forgiveness are so important in life. The more you awaken now, the more gracefully you will transition later. What you need to know to return home. If you remember nothing else, remember this: you are not the body. You are not your thoughts. You are the awareness that watches all things pass. And when you leave the body, what helps you return home is not dogma. It is inner clarity, love, forgiveness, and non-attachment. To return home, you must recognize illusion without fear. Let go of your need to control. Forgive others and yourself. Follow the feeling of peace, not the pull of unfinished desire. Remember, you never truly left. The home you return to isn't a place, it's a state of being. It is the formless, timeless source from which you came, what the mystics call the great light, the void, or God. Every breath in this life is a step on the path of remembering. You don't need to wait for death to know the truth. You are the eternal one, cloaked in form for a moment, here to love, to learn, and to let go. As the Tibetan masters teach, now when the bardo of dying dawns upon me, I will abandon all grasping, yearning, and attachment, and enter undistracted into clear awareness of the teaching. With my heart free of hesitation and my mind at peace, I will let go and merge into the luminous truth. You were never lost, only dreaming. And now the dream begins to dissolve.